So, you're thinking about moving to Satellite Beach, Florida. Well, today I'm actually in Satellite Beach right now. I'm parked at Pineda Beach Park, and I figured, why don't I take you along with me on a driving tour to come explore the area. I know when I was moving here a few years back, my husband and I had never been here before. So when we initially saw the job offer come in, we wanted to, we had plans to come down, but I remember going on YouTube and clicking on driving tours, and they weren't even a real estate agent that was doing the driving tour. It was like a guy with his girlfriend just driving around. But I thought it was really interesting to be able to see from the car view of what things were looking like. So I'm going to take you along with me along Satellite Beach today, and I'll tell you all about it. So let's get rolling. Okay, so Satellite Beach is on the Barrier Island, located in Brevard County, the Space Coast. I wanted to start at the absolute north spot of Satellite Beach. I'm actually at the end of Patrick Space Force Base right now, too. So a lot of people, like my husband, he's working there right now, they like to move to this area because of how close it is to Patrick. Whether you're active duty or you are civilian or contractor, it's a great spot because of how close it is. So there's two access points to, at least two that I'm aware of. There's one off A1A. So we're on A1A right now, which is a pretty famous road in Florida. It goes into many different counties and cities along the eastern coast of Florida. So right now I'm on A1A. Eventually I'll get us into some of the neighborhoods so you can see. To the right of me is Patrick Space Force Base. And like I said, there's one entrance on A1A, and then there's another off South Patrick. And then over there is also, so right now you can get onto Pineda, which will lead into Melbourne. So to the left of me is the ocean. Lots of condos to the left of me. Some have there's some beachfront single family homes as well, but predominantly mostly condos on the left side of me. And then the right side of me, we're entering North Satellite Beach. And then we're actually entering into North Satellite Beach, which you might understand this. When I first moved here, I had no idea what this kind of meant because I never lived in anywhere that was an unincorporated area. We all had all cities in Rhode Island. This area is actually unincorporated, and then as we get into more mid-Satellite Beach, South Satellite Beach, it gets City of Satellite Beach. So you pay city taxes versus unincorporated, which you're just kind of county jurisdiction. The sheriff has jurisdiction over the north. Satellite Police Department has jurisdiction. So it's interesting having the same city name, but two different areas. So right now I'm just driving through a typical North Satellite Beach neighborhood. You're going to see a lot of these are 1960s. A lot of these homes where the Air Force, because Patrick's right there, this is kind of where they were first started building. And that's why you have a lot more of the older homes on this side because of that. Yeah, so you'll see a lot more of like the 1960s homes over in this area. One-story homes, usually ranging anywhere from 1,300 square feet to about 2,000 square feet. A big thing to look out for with these homes is that they were built mostly in the 1950s, 1960s, some 1970s. So check making sure the plumbing is updated or being comfortable with the price of that in the near future when those pipes start to not work so well for you anymore. Since 1977-ish was the cutoff, they started using PVC, which is a lot more durable for waistlines. So a lot of the homes have been converted over to PVC, but a lot have not at the same time. These are great for starter homes, single professional, retirement homes. They're really great over here. There is also some riverfront, canal front homes, a little bit more south. I'll show you. You have to cross South Patrick Drive to get over there. We'll go take a look at those. One of the appeals to this area too, if you are someone who has a boat, like the one we're passing right now, in the county's jurisdiction, people park their boats in the driveway. No problem. If you have a little RV, people just park it in your driveway. No one's going to police you for that. But in the south part, someone's having a yard sale. In the south area where we're not yet. We're not over. Point that out when we move over to that area. But the north area, they're not going to police you on if your boat's in your driveway. The south area, they want anything like a boat or RVs behind a fence. So a lot of times when I have clients looking over at that area and they have a boat, we have to be looking for something with a pretty big side yard. I'm not huge, but corner lots are great because they want it behind the four corners of your fence. So a lot of these homes are passing by right now. Without a pool, they can be kind of in the high fours, I want to say. Those sometimes need work. Usually in the 500s. You might be thinking that's kind of high, but remember, we are very close to the beach right now. These homes in Miami are double the price. Double, maybe triple, actually. Pool homes are usually $550 plus. Something I really love about Satellite Beach is the kids get to be kids over here. Whenever I'm showing properties over here after school, a lot of times you see the kids out on their bikes, hanging out, going to the neighbor's house and hanging out. I used to do when I was a kid. I think there's a lot more other areas where they kind of are stuck. I think generally in Florida, kids get to have that lifestyle. When I was living in Rhode Island, you don't see kids out much except for the summer. But I do feel like Satellite Beach kind of gives that nostalgic childhood feel before cell phones came out in video games, but they weren't so prevalent. Clients point that out too, that the neighborhood grew up in. Granted, a lot of the homes are 1960s feels as well, but also I have a friend who lives over in this neighborhood. A couple years ago, we came for the 4th of July, and over in Satellite Beach is always crazy with the fireworks going nonstop all week for the 4th of July, but they also just have a ton of parties. So in particular, this North Satellite one, they had a little roundabout, and in the roundabout, they had a band, they had food trucks, and they had fireworks shows, and the whole community came out. People were on the golf carts, riding their bikes over. Right now, we are heading more closer to the river. We were just on South Patrick Drive. You'll see these homes over here. They're definitely newer than the ones the neighborhoods we were just in. And once we get down further, they're gonna turn into canal front homes and more priced higher, and you can tell, bigger home, newer home. They have tile roofs, which comes out of premium. Very beautiful neighborhood, close to a Patrick Space Force space, whether it be canal or direct. Right now, actually, as I look at the map, these are going to be just part of the Grand Canal. There's actually another peninsula, I would call it, that's going to be direct waterfront. Straight ahead home right now is on the Grand Canal. Probably has a really beautiful boat parked outside. So something really appealing to Satellite Beach is the fact that they predominantly have A-rated schools. I always put links below in the description to do some more research on the schools, since I can't really say much about schools as a real estate agent, but I can say that they are A-rated as of 2025, and they pretty much have stuck with that A rating for a very long time. So it's a big draw for families with kids. It's a big draw just in general for resale value, because typically resale value and school ratings can be correlated. Where I'm gonna go next, we have a neighborhood called Montecito. So I'm just gonna take a drive down South Patrick Drive right now. I can tell you what, it's kind of a small beach town vibe. It's not where you're gonna have amenities galore, but it has everything you need: restaurants, bagel place, churches, schools, libraries. There's a Walmart over in Indian Harbor Beach, one city down. Indian Harbor Beach is also very similar to Satellite Beach. School district is different though, so just keep in mind that. All to the right to me are some really beautiful neighborhoods, either canal front or direct waterfront. Typically direct waterfront is going to be about $1 million plus. Canal front's usually 900 plus. But if you're a boater, it's a great opportunity to get out into the Intracoastal right there. If you want to get out into the ocean, kind of in the middle of both Sebastian Inlet and the locks, so it can be quite a trip to get out to the ocean from here, because unfortunately we don't have any inlets close by. So just something to keep in mind as far as ocean access is very important to you. The river is big, water sports out on the river, hang out. I really want a pontoon for the river because they're so fun and chill. So great opportunity to have a pontoon out there. But the river is usually pretty relaxed. We used to have a boat up in Rhode Island, and sometimes we find ourselves in some choppy water. It's gonna get stressful. So over to the left of me, they are building townhomes, actually. They're D.R. Horton townhomes. And then they have a storage unit that's new coming in over there. It was office, center, gas stations. We're pretty much kind of in the center right now. So we city of satellite jurisdiction. So I'll take a left down here sooner so you can kind of see the inside. Typically people say that it does have a different feel to it. Both are great, but the homes are a little newer, bigger. Some of the streets have landscaping in the middle of them. So it's just a little bit of a different feel. Right now we're passing a Long Doggers, one of my favorite local restaurants. They have a few over Brevard County. Really love their ahi tuna bowl. Really good. Yeah, there's doctors, dentists, all of that. And you can eat, or Melbourne's very close as well. As I'm turning around, because I want to go on Sherwood Ave Beach, just for being really popular with block parties. They go all out on Halloween. I bet actually you're gonna see it right now. But something I wanted to point out too is it really is kind of like a golf cart community. I mean, they don't have the designated like larger sidewalks like you'll see over in the closest master plan community to us, which is Vieira. But a lot of people will ride their golf carts in and around here. You can't drive it on A1A, but you can cross it. So you can kind of hang out in these neighborhoods in between to get to the beach, cross there, and then just go directly into beach access. There's lots of beach access points in Satellite Beach, many beach parks. If you're a resident of the city of Satellite Beach, you will get a permit. If you're not, you do have to pay for it to park at the beach. But lots of surfers come from this area. One of my friends, her little one, I think he's 6 now, 5 or 6. He's a surfer out there. I actually have a lot of clients they'll be coming to retire and they're big surfers. I'm just so excited to move here for that. In this area, a lot more mature landscaping, trees. We've got a church to the right of us over here. Right in front of us is Surfside Elementary School. Actually, really cute. There's like a little fenced off area. There's so many bikes over there. I grew up in the Northeast, so like biking to school in the winter is just not a thing. I just think it's nice that the kids like bike to school if they live so close and people feel safe with that. I think it's really nice. When you get back on A1, I can start a reference point of the neighborhoods I want to show you that are pretty popular in South Satellite Beach. And I want to show you one of my favorite parks, DeSoto Beach. There isn't really a town center in Satellite Beach, but I feel like a lot of it kind of centers around the schools. So the middle school, high school are very close to each other. And there's library close by, the parks. And there's lots of condos, like not so much high rises in the middle of Satellite Beach. So directly in front of us, we're going to be on A1A, also known as Jimmy Buffett Causeway. And then you'll see there's an access point right there to get to the beach. So even though there's not parking, people that live in the neighborhood can go across the street, get to the beach. Jimmy Buffett Highway, maybe? That's Causeway or Highway. Let me turn here. So we're back on A1A. So we've got a liquor store right there. Ocean Spray is a pretty popular street as well. There's Cadillac Cove to the right, kind of like it's a bar, restaurant. To the left is Pelican Beach. Lots of parking over there. Mallorca has some really pretty Italian townhomes in there. We'll come off of often. I think a lot of people worry when they see this like really skinny strip on the map that they're just gonna be houses, but it's actually pretty big, wide. Right now we're on DeSoto Parkway. You're gonna see some really pretty houses. This area is really nice. A lot of the homes are kind of 1970s plus too, so some of them already have the PVC, which is always nice because changing over can be kind of expensive and a lot of work, because what happens is that the pipes are underneath the slab. So if the plumber can reroute it to the walls, it's good, but some layouts don't allow that. So sometimes you have to rip up the slab and then put new flooring, and that's when it can get pretty pricey and time consuming. But you see what I was kind of talking about, how this road it's a divided road and it has the trees in the middle, mature landscaping. So a lot of people say it just feels a little bit different than the North Satellite Beach neighborhoods, but still, so great. I'm actually pretty shocked I'm not seeing that much Halloween decorations. I'm thinking maybe not yet. I know they always have a Halloween block party over here. I think it's really nice too when the neighborhood can come together. They have signs for a Satellite Beach golf cart parade. So it's probably something to do with Halloween too. Come up to DeSoto Park. Lots of parks in Satellite Beach in general in the area. But I really like this one. They have a walking path and some like outside exercise equipment. They have a fountain. They have some fields over there. And then they also have this really cool canal where in the wintertime, here we are coming up a tour right now. So I take left. So in the wintertime, the manatees like to go and hang in that canal. You see people out right now. So you can't really see it from the video, but there is a canal actually right back there, right in front of us. And yeah, that's where the manatees. They even have signs, don't touch them, or cycle. And they like to be in the canals versus the rivers. And then the fields are all right in front of us. And then there is a walking path around this water right here. And the fountains actually help with bugs too. So it's probably not going to be really buggy. I mean, it just depends on the day when it's buggy here in Florida, or here. But yeah, you see people running, there's some exercise equipment. So it's a really nice park. So I really love this neighborhood because you can go run and exercise, bring the kids. So right now I'm going to actually bring us back because I accidentally missed it. I kind of want to go take you by the high school. The schools are right over there too. So you can kind of see the neighborhood over there because honestly, we're only 6 minutes away, so it's just the kids can go bicycle. You're going to be able to see the walking, but there's just sidewalks. It's just such a great community to be active in between, just the ease of the walkability, the ocean being right to the back of us, the river being in front of us. And there's some really beautiful homes, riverfront and ocean front right in front of me, actually at end because I don't have a home to show right now, but there's at Lansing Island. And some of those homes are the direct waterfront. And it's a really nice HOA community, has a big amenities center, and really great, beautiful neighborhood. And then we're really on the line right now. Any further, we pretty much get into Indian Harbor Beach. I'll definitely do videos Indian Harbor Beach, Melbourne Beach, and the Atlantic. But for now, we're in Satellite Beach. So I'm back just a few streets to get to the schools. So we're back on South Harbor Drive. If you're new here, my name is Rachel Langley. I'm a local real estate agent here in Satellite Beach and the Space Coast, anywhere from Mims down to Palm Bay and in between. So today we're in Satellite Beach. If you have interest in moving to Satellite Beach, maybe retiring, maybe you're sick of the cold, you don't want to do another winter, and maybe you have a job relocation. Whatever the case be, make sure to reach out. I got your back when it comes to moving to Satellite Beach or anywhere in the Space Coast for that matter, for both new construction and resale. So actually, there are 2 new construction communities in Satellite Beach. One is The View by Miranda Homes. I believe they're starting at about $700,000 plus. They are very close to the beach. Really pretty homes there. And then they also have these townhomes being built by D.R. Horton. I'm not sure the price range yet, but I remember it being kind of pretty similar to prices in Satellite Beach. So not D.R. Horton, $300,000 townhome, which would be a great deal in Satellite Beach for a brand new home, but I'll get those prices for you guys. I'll probably go over there and do a video soon. But for now, let's go check out the schools just so you can kind of get a feel for what that neighborhood looks like and everything. And then we will finish up. So right now, coming up on the left is Satellite High School. They have their accolades up and advertisers. There also is Holland Elementary School in there. So it's actually kind of nice, especially if you are living directly in this neighborhood where maybe elementary school, middle school, and high school. It's kind of nice because all the schools they're really big on sports over here too. Sports fields galore. Most high schools have, but some don't. And you'll see, people outside. This lady is walking her dog with her bike. So cute. And then over here is the middle school. That's all I've got for you today. I feel like you have seen a good amount of Satellite Beach now. It's a great place to live. Everyone I've helped move to the area absolutely loves it. There's actually a brand new fire station right there too. I actually had a client in town a couple weeks ago, and we had a king's tide when she was here. And if you don't know what a king's tide is, it's basically just happens once or twice a year, usually just once here, where the water table is very high and for a couple of days. And anyways, it rained a lot while it was king's tide, and we had a lot of flooding in the streets. And it was funny because she was concerned, and I said, this is perfect timing. Go look around. And she's like, wow, I'm pretty shocked. Like, a lot of the roads, the homes that I was interested in had a great drainage. So she felt good about that. So the people, get really nervous about living beachside because, I'm literally like the ocean is like 1 block away from me. I can see it right now. If the trees were not there, I could see it. But you're between an ocean and rivers, so I can understand how that can be scary. These homes have been here since the 60s, and they've held up hurricanes and all with great storms and sometimes tornadoes past. And the insurance isn't terrible here like it is in some other areas like the West Coast or Miami, but it's definitely at a premium versus if you were to be inland. So what I always tell people, because a lot of times people will call me for beachside and end up in Melbourne because they like the location. They realize it's actually pretty close. Some of the areas in Melbourne, if I take a left, you're only 15-20 minutes from the beach, but you're more inland and prices are less, insurance is less. So you do have that alternative if financially it doesn't work for you. But if you have the budget for something beachside, and there are some affordable options for sure, go for it. If this has always been your dream, go surfing, cross the street and go surfing or hang out on the beach. Live your dream. So that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe so YouTube knows to send you notifications when I post a new video every single week. And like I mentioned just a little bit ago, make sure to reach out if you are planning to move here, even if it's retiring in 5 years, doesn't matter. Or maybe you have the job offer right now and you're moving in a month. Make sure to reach out. My information is on the screen right here. Also in the pinned comment below and description, because I got your back when it comes to moving to Satellite Beach. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Rachel Langley, and I'll see you on the next one.